principal. What was our principal's name? I want to say Mr. Green? Maybe it was Mrs. Peacock. No, I think it might have been Miss Scarlet. Wait. Why do I have Clue on the brain all of a sudden? Anyway, the Goat Man had actually attempted to attack our principal in his office. It's all clean now, but trust me. It looks like something out of a horror movie. And not one of those cool ones with the giant birds carrying off people. What, you've never seen one of those? Now anyway... the following day... our rival, Westerly Dell, insulted us, calling us boors, Australopithecus, and calling me British. This I could not allow, so I jumped onto a table and said, yes, I jumped onto a there's very little leg room here. Of course, I'm the sort of person who sometimes trips while going upstairs. Yes, well, as I was saying, I jumped up onto a table and said, "Pupils of Easterly Dell, hearken to me! We are not boors! We are not Australopithecus! And I am not British!" I may have watched a bit too much Frasier. Anyway, in the response of my classmates was divided between cheering asking what some of those things even meant, and asking, if I'm not British, then why do I sound British? The answer? Well, a boar is... it's a boar! As for an Australopithecus, it's far below a Neanderthal on the evolutionary ladder. As for me not being British, I may or may not have a few audiobooks from BBC. Also, please take note that it was not nighttime when this happened. But given the storm raging outside, it might as well have been. Well, let's just say that the Goatman's attack on our principal have not done anything to kill that foolhardy tradition of making new students go on down to his woods on Halloween. But thankfully, I was able to put an end to the tradition before Halloween even hit. Heck, I was able to finish it before autumn even hit. Okay, carrying on, since I've got a lot of bringing you up to speed to do. Now, I went to the school library. That's not it. That's not it either. Give me a minute. I'm a bit rusty. Well, basically I went to the library and did some research on the Goatman. And I discovered that many of the people who had sighted the monster had at one point or another been students of Easterly Dell. Curious, don't you think? In fact, the very first sighting of the creature in 1949 happened when a couple were returning home. They were going up their driveway and they saw, and I quote from the book I read, oh dear, let's see, what was it? Oh yes, a furry phantom ran across the road. Where the heck am I? I swear it used to be easier to find my way around here when I was actually going here. And before the renovations. Blasted French. Hate the language, it's the language of barbarians. If I'm of French descent and can't even speak it, then who can? Well, forget the library. I've given enough information to bring you up to speed at this point. But our story continues. It will continue at some point. My mind's all in scrambles at the moment. I'm almost on Turner Classic Movies right now.